Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back. Welcome to another episode of the Depression Diaries. Having a pretty shit day, not gonna lie. So I did what I normally do on my shitty days. I went and got a Happy Meal. It's just a thing I'm doing now, I guess. Well, I was gonna say it's really just for the root beer. I've been like obsessed with root beer lately. Like I've always loved root beer, but ever since getting pregnant, it's like the only real like craving I've had is root beer. Just so happens that Happy Meal carries the size that I don't feel guilty about, so. And I made the dire mistake of having like a normal meal at McDonald's recently, and oh my god, it was a bad time. So Happy Meal is about all I can stomach. So I thought I'd sit here, chat with you guys about some depression updates because I'm home alone and my husband's out of town right now, and I'm pregnant and have a YouTube channel and no friends. I've been dealing with depression my entire life. It got really bad when I was a teenager and all my friends started dying, basically. I was in love with someone who didn't love me back for 5 years. That fucked me up. Then he overdosed and moved to New Zealand. That also fucked me up because basically it was like he died too. In my head he did die because like he did. So I lost a lot of people really young in life, and that's kind of when my depression got really bad. However, depression is something I've always had in my life. It's something I'm probably always gonna deal with. I'm a huge fan of medication. Prior to getting pregnant, I was on Lexapro and Trazodone, and that was working out really well for me. However, obviously you can't really be on that stuff while you're pregnant. Now, during the first trimester, I was doing really well. Like being pregnant really suited me, and I was actually way less depressed than I was not being pregnant and off my medication. But now that I'm coming around to my second trimester, the depression is back. It's here, baby. And I'm having a lot of like existential crises right now because my life's about to change in a really, really massive way. I'm about to have a child, which is pretty monumental. What I would normally do to treat my depression is get high. I'm a huge fan of marijuana. I've used it ever since I was 15 to help treat my depression. It is a really quick and easy fix. It does instantly improve my mood. It instantly lifts the depression off of me, like literally instantly. It's upsetting how well that it works considering how many states it's still not legal in. I am in Ohio. It is medically legal here now, but again, I'm pregnant. Just can't do that when you're pregnant, I guess. I guess we won't know until it's legalized and they can test. But for now anyways, that's not an option for me, clearly. But what am I doing about it? I'm getting McDonald's, clearly. I don't have a lot of friends. I've never been someone who's had a lot of friends, honestly. I've got a handful of friends. Got around like 5 friends right now. Honestly, we don't talk enough. Like we don't talk as much as I need in a friendship. I've tried reaching out to all of them, you know, kind of like as frequently as I would need, but my needs are never met, honestly. And that's something I have a hard time with because then I feel annoying and I feel like I'm too much for just like everybody. I am very lucky. I have my husband. My husband's my best friend in the whole world. I love him so much. He's great. He's amazing. I am so lucky to have him in my life. Don't get me wrong. I count that blessing every single day. But I've kind of had a falling out with my mom recently. I'm not really friends with my mom anymore, which is like a huge void in my life. As well as I broke up with my best friend in February because that relationship got really toxic for me. Really slowly, which is the worst way because I didn't see it coming. Why am I not friends with my mom anymore? Because we have vastly different political views. 2020 really ripped me away from my mom in a brand new way. We were best friends up until 2020, but there are so many things we disagree on that I am not willing to let go. I'm not willing to let them not be a big deal because they are a very big deal, and I feel very strongly about them, and it just is what it is. We just can't be that close anymore. It's just, we see things very differently. We see the world very differently. I still think she's an amazing human. I still think she's a great person. She's just not somebody who I can be that close with anymore. That coupled with the fact that I'm having a baby, in case I haven't said that 9,000 times in this video, that means I'm about to leave the workforce. And as much as I hate work, don't get me wrong, as much as I hate work, it is primarily like the only place I socialize with people. Especially because like we live in Ohio now, like I know literally no one here, especially outside of work. I know absolutely no one. So I'm about to leave like the only social circle I actually have here, which I'm just like, okay, that's gonna happen, I guess. So I'm just kind of going through a lot right now. Going through a lot of feelings, a lot of emotion, as well as like all the people who I do like at work, who I would like consider like hanging out with in real life, you know, like outside of work eventually. Why am I so like stubborn to get into friendships? Oh my God. All the people who I would hang out with outside of work, they don't have kids. So it's like, does someone without kids really want to be friends with someone who has a baby? You know, like probably not, right? Probably not. I mean, I would, but that's because I love babies. Like I'm a baby person. If you're not a baby person, do you want to be friends with someone who has a baby? What am I going to do about this? What can I do about this? Well, not a lot. First thing I can do is get more sleep. I don't sleep very well at all when my husband's out of town. I'm one of those people who's like constantly checking the security cameras because like I think I hear something and I'm like, oh my God, I've heard an intruder. Let me check the cameras. What's going on? Never an intruder. I'm always wrong. My alarm would have gone off. What I can do about it is, here's my tips, things that do help me when I'm feeling like shit. First of all, this helps me, being able to talk to somebody, even if it's myself, even if it's a stupid YouTube video. Excuse me. This does help me. Shitty food, being able to eat just garbage and feel okay about it. Not great about it, but like okay about it, not beat myself up all day about it. Painting my fingernails. Yo, look at these nails. These pregnancy nails are insane. They're so strong. So I'm definitely gonna paint my nails, and watching something that makes me happy, like Taylor Swift's Reputation tour, Taylor Swift's Speed Now tour, Taylor Swift's Fearless tour, just to name a few things off the top of my head. Anything Taylor Swift usually perks me up pretty fast because I love her and she's just like my favorite person ever. I just love her so much. It's hard to explain how much I love Taylor Swift. Or a silly funny movie, like one that I was thinking of a second ago is Legally Blonde. I love Legally Blonde. I can quote that movie forwards and backwards. It's so good. It's so good. It's so good, but it's also super lighthearted. Something like that can really help kind of draw me out. There is a 40-minute documentary that they released about the White House coup that Trump ensued on January 6th of this year, last year, this year? What is time? Was it this year? Oh my God, it was this year, right? I think so, yeah. There's a 40-minute documentary that they just put out about that I really need to watch, but I'm just not in the right mental headspace. So stuff like that I have to kind of avoid when I feel like this. However, I haven't seen it, but I'm gonna go ahead and just recommend that to everybody. I think it's important. I think it's really important. Although I think it's gonna bring me down to watch it, I'm still gonna watch it because I think it's really important. I'm gonna hang out with my cat. I'm gonna do a lot of kitty cuddles. That's about all I can really do right now, honestly. Would you like to see my Happy Meal toy? I've been getting a lot of Happy Meals lately. I've been feeling sad. This is one of the first toys I got. It's a little fish and he can like suck up water and then shoot it. Great. This is one I got yesterday. It's Velma from Scooby-Doo. It's a little bobblehead, cute. We love her, we love it. And this is the one I got today. It's Bugs Bunny and you can do this with his ears. So there's that. My mom always collected Happy Meal toys from the time we were little, including my sister like back in the 80s, and then she tied like string around them and made them into Christmas ornaments. So our Christmas tree was like all these vintage like McDonald's Happy Meal toys, and I always thought that was like so embarrassing until I grew up and realized it was so cool. And now I want to do it. So I'm having a kid, so now seems like the perfect time to start that collection. So that's kind of what I'm doing now. That's why I've been getting McDonald's, not because I like it. Hey, come here, come here. Anyways, that's the update on that. That's what I'm gonna do for now. Thank you so much for watching this and listening to me. It really does help me to just get it all out there. I'm gonna eat my cheeseburger in peace now. Just I couldn't eat all my food on camera. It's just like, I don't know. Does anyone want to hear me chew and talk? I don't know. It's better to do a mukbang when you have a friend, a novelty. What is that? Where can I hire one? Because then you can take turns talking and you can actually eat your food. But when you're the only one carrying the mukbang, it's like, I can't really like, you know, do that. So super sorry my camera died. Of course it did. So filming the outro on my phone. Just wanted to say thank you so much for listening. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, leave them down below. I would love to talk to you. So obviously I need friends, help. 911, it's me again. I'll get back to you guys as soon as I see them. I'm gonna push my way through this depression. I'm gonna make it. I'm strong. I've got this. I just wanted to talk and vent and share with you kind of things that I do on my bad days to help me personally. Also gonna divulge in some chocolate in a little bit, so there's that. Griff, do you have any final words? No? No final words? Okay. Well, that's all. Thank you again for being here. I will talk to you soon. Bye, guys.